Is it like...
Bueno, muy buenas tardes. ¿Cómo se encuentran el día de hoy? Espero que no tan largos. Aquí ha estado nublado desde hace un momento y no parece acalorarse más, afortunadamente. En fin, vamos a continuar con esta historia. Y que me den a Mini Rowan. This Kuljana elder's intention seems at odds with all we know of her tribe. What do you think, Jengo? Enter cannot be trusted. Aye, it is said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there is no salvation. I strongly doubt Guardiana has suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I will take no chances. The war must be strengthened, ideally with people who knows a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the science? I'll run off on raids and send them to the Alamigan quarter. You can go ahead if you like, Jengo. My fact, I will see you in the palace. Muy bien. Jengo, I brought the reinforcements. Animal told me of your arrival of Animal told me of the arrival of your unexpected guest, and I agree that it would be prudent to call Funistol and Tancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the Entralet. I am not familiar with the Qualjana tribe myself, but a desired report suggested that they use shunned contact with other races, despite it, in fact, even compared to other Ananta. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have ice both inside and outside the palace. Pistola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood, we shall join General Aldin inside then. Jengo, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at top of the stairs. The guards there should have been instructed to let us pass. Así como para hacer el palacio del rey loco que le tenía pánico a que fuera a llegar alguien intentar matarlo. Me sorprende que tenga entrada trasera. En fin, a ver. The real entrance to the palace is just on these steps. The guard should wave us through. Leave external security to us. I just got around the palace quite extensively when I was searching for Krail, so I know the way of the land. As fortune would have it, I was visiting Dragon Streets to look up on Alisai. She sends her regards. If we could somehow come to an understanding with the Qualjana, it would represent a great step toward resolving the primal dilemma in Alamigo. I only hope they are sincere in their intentions. You are with the science, sir. General Aldrin orders that you were to be escorted inside. Did you follow me? Vamos. Esas serpientes nomás como que flotan.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Girabania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
No crystals were allowed through the door!
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all!
It's up to us.
¿Te tardaste, Rowan?
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Ooh. Ah, mira. Sacarlo por ahí. How do we find Jericho leading or allies way open? We can stay in the back foot forever. Oh, damn it. If I think like that, we are really lost. I have the Warrior of Light on my side. We can do it. So that'll be right, Jengo.
I offer you peace and serenity.
To free you from your hate.
Son las bolitas.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Fordola y su Sharingan.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Muy bien, Fordola. Dale, Roban.
Your soul's way heavy.
Dale, Liz, dale. Vientos. Tiene Charembal.
We did it! We beat her!
A ti no te esperaba.
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Ya sabemos que eligió.
Seven hells. It's her. The butcher.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
Pues es el único lugar donde puede estar tranquila.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You, I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Ahora si no tuviera la cara de enojada todo el tiempo. Pero bueno, teniendo en cuenta su contexto, tiene sentido. That was unlike any battle I have seen. I'm not entirely sure how I survived to it, to be honest. One wrong step and I would have lost my will to that thing for the rest of my days. That's sovereign thought. Lee certainly living up to her own ideal. Not every commander would choose to enlist a former enemies to aid in battle. I think I should make a habit of checking for primal influence before our meetings from now on. Por favor, Stola. We encountered a fair share of entrance outside the palace, enough to delay us from tending to you for lending you a timely hand, I'm afraid. Bien, Lise. Uy. Tenía turbo el texto. Well, for Jengo and Embal, that was a near thing. Our stand against the Qualjana would have been brief indeed that you not volunteer to war duty. We'd be entered as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous Ragnas can be. I should have. It's my fault. My stupid mistake. Nailas, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't only trust in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor to the Qualjana keeping their weapons spring to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi influence. Thanks, Tristola, we appreciate that help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Forda turned up. What was he even doing here there? I asked her to come. Well, that is my reason. It's sad, but Dragon Free was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Forgola picked up the sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Forgola grew is partly to blame for what she became, then as Alamigan, I feel responsible for implying that word. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way to vengeance, or we risk giving birth a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold a thousand meetings until I'm blue in the face, if that's what it takes. This long and arduous path you have chosen, but well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you to reach your destination. Enjoy, you know? The first step will be to get our representatives back into the control. They will be shaken, but no one of them seems ready to run. We are determined to finish what we started. I will see that you are not interrupted. Jengo, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest, you have learned. ¿La roban?
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
Sultana. Todo tuyo.
Forget something?
Claro.
Your Grace, there was no word.
Claro que no.
Rabban Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Rabban, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
No es eso, Robin.
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me?
Ándale.
Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
Después que te está liberando.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
None more.
Smile for me, Rabban. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Ah.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Ah, mira. La constelación del árbol. Ah, interesante. Creo que sí es. Ah, no. No, el bol es amarillo. La flecha. Ah, está bien. Hubiera sido más simbólico que hubieran puesto un detalle escondido de esa forma. Bueno, continuemos. Elenval is of an age with Fordola. Both of them born Alamigan. One never wanted his Gallian blood, and the other tried to become Gallian but could never be. Similar yet opposite, which would go some way to explaining the tension between them. Going to see Fordola in herself again, she did turn the tide of the battle after all, and I thought it only right to thank her. But she wouldn't listen, say she neither wanted nor need my gratitude, and that I should go away. I don't know if I'll ever understand her.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope you are still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Beatrice, Alphino, 'twas only a jest.
Qué mala.
But I must yield the floor to Raubon. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that his owner has never felt heavier upon my back.
Me va a sentir más pesada.
It would seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap One of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company of some such.
Hi, Rowan.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Qué mala.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
I think it's about time I head back to the Ragal's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alicia will be eager to hear the recent events, so I shall join you if you have no objections. I welcome the company. Jengo, when do you come alone to the Reach as well once you have said you for the Western and among the others? Qué bueno, iba a hacer eso. Okay. Mrs. Barrow has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed for my early decision overruled Tordy was. I must assume further responsibilities with delay. Let's our rivals, both inside and outside Ul'dah, treated this dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured they will find Tizona as just as sharp in my hands. I have asked enough for you, Jengo. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. Well, here we are again. Afino has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden throats, meetings with betrayals, unlikely alliance, and joyous homecomings. It was seen I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Tancred and Stola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly thought my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Qualjana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me how just far apart our kinds still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out vengeance, but I have been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cause in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Blood Mother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vira and M-Trace first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Qualjana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That will be a question for the resistant newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Ralga's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the resistance spokesman at the time. I needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray, but that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Rawan as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamor resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The siege will be so carefully solved have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Mientras tanto en Kugan, Ah, mira. I have to give thanks to the Kami that my makeshift raft withstand the fury of the seas. But their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh woe beside the poor man in a city of rich merchants. ¿Y por qué no hablas con Hancock? This is quite delicious. You have one. More sweet baits. I surrender my blade to secure the few coins we have. Nom 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 nom. It's like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Hace falta comer algo, Gotsetsu. Con Tsuyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Corre, corre. Mientras tanto, en el Palacio Imperial. Have you heard the reports? First Doma, then Al Amigo, and Lord Sinos put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Visceral was badly wounded, and he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savage beat the chest, and both slowly of taking his head regardless. Nay, Lord Sinos lives. Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by errors and misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and above all accurate accountments to quell these pernicious rumors. They will wage war with empty words. Let them reproduce the Viserys' remains, and then we shall soon put light to their claims. More heroes! The goodbye and a greeting. Jengo, great timing. I was just about to send word to the Scions. I got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect that you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, you are in good hand. Having the bull of Al Amigo at the helm done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made, and we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he never had contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decreed that we are to maintain presence in Ragal's Reach. Listen will continue to lead our forces in the fringes. A job she's been doing tirelessly, a bit too tireless, some might say. We are constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration. And I always get taught again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. No, not after our latest bruise with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we have been keeping a close eye to the Qualjana, and it looks like they have chosen a new leader. It's Shanti's daughter, you know, the half-dead one. For whatever reason, the Qualjana thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless basically. As things stand, there is no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I keep reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I have been reaching out for Rona. She won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through her yet. Jengo, there you are. Okay, no? Alice, is everything alright? I have received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than she didn't say, only that she would come to Kugane right away. I had in mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Alice determined to make it a party of three. As I have told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I will benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need the extra pair of hands. Worry no, sister, I have quite been enough to try to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, I trust. I was about to say I come too, but I just had the status of chilling you from afar. Good luck with whatever turns out to be. Thank you, Liz. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangential concept to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru out.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray,
Tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest? Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not, but I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements, and more besides.
Conveniente. Tiene la cara de Emil este güey. Inform that waste your pleasure in the back streets of Sanjo Hanamachi. Furnishing Fakir to his underbelly. You know Kugane as interested as he. One of the finest informants you can bring. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you on your quest, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should you search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail. I'll give Soroban a hand. If he is providing us a ship, the least we can do is supply the provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. I welcome offer an excellent plan. But further ado, let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hanamachi. Ok, veamos. Even in pairs movements, it seems highly probable that Otsetsu and Yosoyu were indeed in Kugane. Yet I can offer no explanation as to why they should be together. You have had dealings with informants in the city, have you not? Perhaps you are already acquainted with this man. This will be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It's been a while, my friend. Yes, a long while indeed. I knew it. Yodo, any funny business and you know what will happen, I trust? No funny business, only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but we have God already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I have had of a mind called Liz. No, Liz, I beg you, no boots. I have told you everything I know free of charge. The Empire searched for Jujutsu, high and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help, they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. And have you decisive information? Were the two medieval sites here indeed Otsetsu and Jujutsu? Alas, see them with my own eyes I did not, but the Imperials are confident, yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But there is something they do not know, a rumor which you will find most interesting, I think. They say the elderly Rogelin samurai appeared on Kugane Dori with a beauteous maiden, and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. He was no common katana eater, but one of surprising craftsmanship. Well, that is interesting, assuming it's true. Did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? Yes. No, regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of Shofuku Shishiten. Now, what would that be, I wonder? If I don't know better, I think he'd lend you money. He will help you, I'm certain. While you speak with him, I will make contact with my Guardian connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure. But it is wise to let the Namasu out of your sight. What other choice we have? No other choice but this. A fine choice it is, though I am adept at gathering information is not much efficient to share the work. He's right, given the urgency, we will do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here, not in the process efficiently like a little supervision. ¿Verdad? You got air, yes. You will go together, and there will be no boots. Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. Shall we reconvene at the pier later on? Fragan as the ruby bazaar of his art. I prefer the fresh air. I believe Abisai has her task well in hand. Shall we seek out the pawnbroker? greeting. Okay. Esta vez. Everything in order, then let us proceed to Kuganedori and find the master of Shofuku Tsushiten. Welcome, my lord. There is a young maiden here who wants to speak with you. La reportera. Miss, the adventurer has arrived. And there he is, the liberator of both Doma and Al Amigo in the flesh, Angelina Muriat, corresponding of the Raven. You may recognize me from my exposé of the secret life of Homuchuli. But enough small talk. It is nothing. It's not for nothing I have standing here since yesterday morning and the off chance you'd pass by. Nada más. No, I'm here because actually it's best you hear it from Alma. I am but an observer. Alma, come, I found him. Is this the adventurer of whom you spoke? Indeed it is. Please, I beg of you, find my father. You are his only hope. Alright, it's alright, Alma. We are attracting unwanted attention. May I suggest a change of venue? We will await you before the Prima Vista. The theater bar has a berth at the ship landing. Samurai and a maiden, never see them. Now, if you don't have any business with me, wait for someone who does. We might have customers that you described. So many people come through, it's difficult to remember. Perhaps you could jog my memory with making a purchase, no? Well, you can blame a woman for trying. Welcome, good sir. Welcome. Will you be buying us? Oh, so you have heard of the Royal in Samurai Katana. A small wonder. It is a fine example of its kind. One moment. Did I hope you found the pawnbroker? Ah, mira. Excellent work, Jengo. And that is the katana. Claro. There can be no doubt. It is Josetsu's blade. The craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you will be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you as soon as you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand, and it is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several note collectors have already expressed an interest. The blade represents conclusive proof of Gosetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered necessary cost in securing his return, yet it is not a decision I can make alone. Least of all, when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. I could let you a coin. Wow. Now, my friend, grateful to Ryan for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Gosetsu is alive. It's alive and well. Beauty, wait, the Scion will weigh the katana. Reconsider it a hit. Master of Ino, your kindness is touching truly. Yet in matters of coin, will Master Tataro not expect to be consulted? Come now. Our friend would never have replenished his blade where the need was great. And we are not bound to honor to help our friend. I say we are. And I am sure that Tarudi will wholesomely agree. Is settled then? You are made a wise choice, my friend. Such pieces are few and far between. Now, if you will be so good to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. If I may ask, sir, after he visited your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He is our friend, and we will return his weapon to him. A friend, as you say? Well, I see. Well then, I suppose that there cannot be harm in telling you. No sooner I have provided him with the requested sum that his pretty young companion began clamoring of tango, I duly recommend those served at Domenico tea house, and thither they set off. Clamoring of tango can be distributed in person. It makes no sense. Some manner of course, perhaps, but it avails us now to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick out their trail. This is the proprietor of the tea house. Let us find out what she knows. The goddess I knew had little time for tea houses. No. Okay. No wine. With the scopes I remember, how could I forget a part like that? The most beautiful girl you ever see is coughing down Dango as if her life depended on it. While the old samurai looked on. Not quite not quite what he expected, however. Far it from the gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away to the Ruby Sea. Out of reach of her family, no doubt, when the king had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of Shiozaki Hostelry, presumably to find someone to disgrace him with a boat. So Gosetsu makes for Roma. With this woman who travels with him, the more I her aware, the more I wonder if she can truly be the twin. Horror stress in Megosetsu's movements, how he came to the traveling with Yotsuyu remains a mystery. To say nothing of this Jengo business. While those remain over the identity of Gosetsu's traveling companion, for now we can but follow the train. Come, let us away to the pier and make ready to sail. With Luke Lise, we already have joined Master Sorban and Mistress Totoro. All the part I am truly blessed to have such dependable contacts. Apparently Jengo did his duty when promptly stripped himself. Couldn't bear another moment of Alice's with an engaged suspect. When we were arranging the provisions, Sorban told me all about his many business ventures. Honestly, his love for profit puts mine to shame. I watched Yodo meet with this Imperial associate, and I have to say I'm impressed. He has psychopathy down to a fine art. Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Elisei arrived mere moments ago. All went well and my end. Yodo met with the Imperial officer and we led his away to some new information. It seems the crew who recently arrived to Gane came directly for Galeman. The Imperial's base here had been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are planning for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they picked out Gosetsu's trail. Then your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross the mainland. Sorry, did I hear that right? You use science funds to buy Gosetsu's katana at asking price? Aye, well, we were in some case and it's in what right gesture. Speaking of which, here is the contract for sale. Let's see where the man is paid. That's Talsberg. You agreed to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alfina, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the office as soon as you get back, promise me. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return. First, let's go to the Ruby Prize. If Gosetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him. What is the going rate of a priceless weapon, I wonder? And I know who not to ask. Judging from her reaction, Mr. Tatoru is not too pleased. I apologize if the katana has caused strife. Tatoru seemed rather vexed, did she not? Ever the melodramatist, I am sure our finances can strengthen a single sword. Permit me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. But I digress. We have work to do.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries. What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless...
Exacto.
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Come.
Nos vamos.
An opening. Your defense is nothing. Leave this to me.
Yugiri lo hace más rápido que yo.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gazetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan, eliminate hostiles! All forces, attack!
heart of my forebears.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens!
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends?
¿Qué es eso?
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time?
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, aye. And I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
The arigatou gozaimasu. As Tensu says, we should move on. It will not do for Jujutsu to be seen here. Now, if I know my sister, she will already be waiting in the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go see if I'm right. Everyone is staring at me. I understand I had the sense of thanks for my katana's safe return. As over I blade his soul, and no words will suffice to express my gratitude for returning me with mine. And here she is, just as I anticipated. I am not only surprised she agreed to hold off until the Empire returned. But Setsu leaves, another consideration should be paid next to that, and yet I'm certain she is a real Jujutsu. Setsu, thank the gods you are safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And it was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Jengo is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings? They tell me you have lost your memory, and that's fine. But I want to know something. I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off of you, not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you your friends? I am. They might have strangely. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have no to fear. Alright, if you say so. Right. This past time we set sail. I for one would not keep Lord Hien waiting without due cause. Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget, the Red Kojin fear no law for Jojutsu Eita. I have delivered you to familiar shores, near Isari, but out of the villager's sight. We do well to give Isari a white bird, for everyone's sake. Another time to you, or path takes in a different direction. Are you going to that village? They might be Hatango. Though I only know Jutsu by reputation, this woman could scarce seem more different. Let us make haste to the city. Lord Hien must know of this. Here we will part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Jengo, when you are not otherwise occupied, I will speak with you about my next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say that so lightly. After the prodigious soon spent acquiring certain sword, it will present a fine opportunity to refill the Zion's coffers and restore the smile of Mistress Tataru's face. Oh, come along. Tantoro was overwriting. How much could a single katana probably cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Gusetsu's worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I have no idea. These business ventures sort of ends. You will give Fair Hearing I trust. He has been good to us. After all, for me, I think I should log into drawing upon my personal funds. We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though may have not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prionites. If all are in agreement, I shall just go ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able, and join me on the outskirts of Namei. All is well? Good, the others are heading nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please.
My lord here, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gosetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications.
Oh, sí.
Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
Se ve tan rara.
The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it'll end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Se golpeó muy fuerte la cabeza. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who will journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards the Empire we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you have come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we have been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hin, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenantos will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gosetsu and Yugiri will be back by now. Y aquí están. Forgive me, my lord. Captain Ifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh? He was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Jujutsu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her. My lord, but I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with not a word. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad to help. While I siege without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers there here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response. Ha! And there I was thinking it was a charge. Would you have the right of it? Go on then, I will mind the house. You see, for the captain, he passed by a while ago. I wonder if I should tell someone. As it happens, he did not look well. You see, I asked how it was the matter, and he told me that the past had caught up on him. But I thought that it was that. There are older men in our ranks. That we are Jujutsu. Eso fue lo que pasó. Captain Chifuya, he was headed to the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to drink with us, but he did not hear me. Call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Alice when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? No, nada más que se fue de su puesto y eso fue raro. Raro. I see the trailer you hear as well. This man says he saw Ifuya leave. The captain went outside a few bells ago, and looking quite unwell. I am sorry to say, he mentioned it to this. I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be alright. Gosetsu too? My sister one is bent to joining the siege. That's all well and good, but someone has to stand behind. There is no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Jengo. I find out and I shall hold the port.
By the Kami! Your Lord Ian! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
No, muy tarde.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
by the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. She may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her, but I knew she would be popular, and so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of Acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yulgiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Aquí además se relacionado con el Dr. Wolf, something is afoot. Hifuya can't be the only one here with a mortal fear of Jutsu. She tormented these people. That her mere presence should sow such strife. Neuron is here. Good. They're having the lovers that demand our immediate attention. I thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life of Hifuya late before he joined the front. Nor I will condemn it, frankly. It is not my place to judge. I will only say this. The Yifuya I know has ever been a man of courage, that he should feel driven to flee is because of the depth of his terror. Even now, Jujutsu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. While you were searching for Rifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitors' objective remain unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears prone to custom fulminess. I mean to go there and assassinate their intent. If we ride out in force, it will only end one way. So we shall keep our numbers up to a minimum. You agree, Jengo? Can I call you? Yes, my lord. Alice and I will play our parts as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We will be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the enclave. When the people see an imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I will have you reassure them and should come to it, aiding their evacuation. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish, but I stay close to Jengo and Yugi. Very well, guard duty and not a breath of protest. No, I have seen it all. Ya está todo molido el pobre. Custom fulminess then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. Toma is ill-equipped to deal with an aerial offensive. Should the Empire be so minded, the Shala Flying Moss will be our only hope. The area is secure. Whatever visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The crowd should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Doman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Ah, esa rata, maldita.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, ambassador plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true, the former acting viceroy is my sister, yet bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it.
Hipócrita.
I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, his radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
is, after all they have done, never has the word wrong more hollow. Maxima. Lord Hen is magnanimous in victory. Given our nation's troubled history, we did not expect such hospitality. A ver, tu rata. I say, I do understand presence of fable icon slayer. Patajo honor. Hipócrita. We shall escort our guests across the river to the enclave. You agree? Pray go ahead to the Yusuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. Vamos a revelar cachitos del mapa. I have read much about the architecture and geology of Toma. Words do not do it justice. Such scenes as devastation greeted by your unit here, the bitter wages of war. Como si te importara, Asahi. Upon disembarking, we will proceed directly to my hall. There we may enjoy some privacy. Hablando de privacidad, ahorita regreso. No me... pensar que vi estos, ¿verdad? Sí. Lord Hin, Lord Hin and I will accompany the Imperial legation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. Ya arreglaron este lugar. Ah, mira. Oh, Jengo, it's a real honor to indeed to receive heroes such as you. Pray allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kosakura and I manage the accounts of the Shasenkai. Oh, but you must be unfamiliar with our organization. Forgive me. At present, we are likely concerned with facilitating the reconstruction and revitalization of the enclave. Needless to say, we have our work cut out for us. It's quite fortunate actually to be being here. I have mind to petition your assistance. Hey, espera. Ah, right, you are. It's rather difficult to converse when standing at one's feet. And you will doubtless benefit from an explanation. As you may know, the enclave was once the economic and cultural center of Doma. Alas, it suffered a terrible devastation at the hands of the Empire, both during and following the failed revelation of Yesteryear. ¿Yesteryear? Ok. Eso sí no sabía que se lo dijera. That it and the other ruins might stand a testament of the folly of resistance. Extensive reconstruction was forbidden by the Imperial Viceroy, of course. That is no longer a concern. At long last, we are free to rebuild the enclave, to restore the heart of our once great nation and show the world what Doma lives on. But as I said before, we have our work cut out for us. We have limited funds and material resources, not to mention lack of skilled craftsmen. Which brings me back to the matter I wish to discuss with you. That our brothers and sisters in Eorzea, the refugees that settled in Revenant's Toll. I am given to understand that they had worked closely with the local leadership to build and maintain much of the settlement. Many new trades before they left, and those that did not doubtless learned that they might earn their keep. If they were to return home and aid us to reconstruction effort, it would be a tremendous boon. Would you be willing to speak with them on our behalf? Ah, Jengo, taking this lesson in the Shansenkai. Well, it seems a good time as any to discuss the matter. I am grateful beyond measure that you and your Saiyans of the Seven Downfalls welcoming Yugiri and my people in their hour of need. As the beneficiaries of this kindness, they have made every effort to repay you and their people of Revenant Soul. Nevertheless, we here bear a responsibility as well. Kosakuya, you will be so kind. Yes, my lord. You will send them a considerable gift as a gesture of gratitude and goodwill. However, I would like that message to be delivered to the Adventurers Guild representative in advance. If you were to personally hand it to the man, I would be honored. Excellent, I knew I could count on you, my friend. Pardon my interruption, Yosakura. I look forward to seeing your progress. Oh dear, I hope we didn't disappoint him. I hope we don't disappoint him. Anyway, I'll not keep you. Thank you again for the assistance and safe travels. ¿Puedo echar cosas de una vez? No. Bueno. Lord King has requested the Master Rafino and Mr. Nisei also be present at the negotiation. That you are Jengo, so first things first. What do you think of the enclave? I must say I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have the Anetarit now, courtesy of the Onishishu. Be sure to attune to it, will you? Once the Warrior of Light seal approval, people might actually start using the thing. But on the matter of hand, the ambassador and his unit are at my hall. Taking there is ahead of the negotiation. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that the Orsia and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, I should be feeling easy. Speaking for the Science, Rafino and Lisei will also be there. You need to be on eat, drink and look imposing. Say you'll come. I'll be there. I knew I could call on you. When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Kienkan. The guardsman will see you in. No, antes de que se me olvide, las maneras. Vamos a ver un poco de las situaciones. It's to be a peace negotiation. I am curious to see what the ambassador brings to the discussion table. The residents look to the news of the Imperial delegation well enough. You should be witness as usual. Thanks to Master Rafino and Mistress Alisei assurances, the people are likely coming to the Imperial presence. Orgin is expecting you. Are you ready? Sí, vamos pues.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Dorma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Dorma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Dorma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now, there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies. One with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed, many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in Imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, In the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange. Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting Viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
The fact that there are two opposing factions supporting Alemar complicates matters. Even Azuri and Asahi and his associates can be trusted, but of the others. That the Empire should send Jujutsu's stepbrother of all people, I wonder how he feels as son of Doma returning home to speak for the oppressors his countrymen drove out. Whatever Lord Hien's decision should be, I shall abide by it. Yet I will be glad to welcome my lost brothers back to Doma. Well, it was unexpected. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what was to make of it all. But on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They have naught to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Jujutsu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncanny, like a lengthy preamble. You think this might be all being a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Jutsuyu may have been acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor she was worth with much as a bargain piece. Alphinaud, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I will have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador proposal is appealing in principle, It would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed, though it seems to me I have little choice but to assess regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishes in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Only the kami know when I will be afforded another. Whether we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear that follows will bore them to ears. I was about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Jengo. Let's live off enough to disperse this copious knowledge. Someone is still sore for being made to watch at Sakazuki. Go on ahead and keep Alisaie company. We are safe enough for now. A chance to relax at least. I know when I'm out of my depth, Jengo. So the weapons are down, and negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we are left with the eternal question: what do we do while we practice? Bueno, vamos a dejarlo hasta ahí por el día de hoy. Nos vemos. Mientras tanto, yo creo que nos vemos el lunes con más Final Fantasy. Si agosto mañana, más bien el fin de semana, va a ser puro grinding. Eso tampoco va a ser demasiado entretenido. Creo que eso va a ser todo por ahora. Nos vemos el lunes. Mientras tanto, hasta luego. Que tengan muy buena noche, muy buen fin de semana. Chao.